So hey folks, welcome to the show. My name's Scott Miller. This is IT Rockstars. This is the channel where we help IT companies grow. On today's show, I've got someone extremely interesting that I first saw speaking at DatoCon Paris. He was talking about video and how he's using video to market in his IT business. So I thought, you know what, let me check out this channel. And I can only describe him as the sort of Casey Neistat of the IT channel in the UK. That's the only way I can describe it because the quality of his videos are epic. So today we've got Pete Matheson of Techers IT Solutions. He is an IT solution provider based in, is it Hampshire, West Sussex?
That's the one, yeah.
Welcome to the show, Pete. So first question I've got for you, where do you find the time to do this YouTube channel, run an IT business, and you've also got a podcast as well, which I just found today?
Trying to, yeah, it's juggling. It's all juggling. So the video side of things, I actually do that in my own spare time. So I come in on the weekends and I shoot the video on the weekends. I edit the video myself on the weekends. Literally the whole thing. It's just trying to find time for everything. And the podcast side of things, we do manage to fit that within the working hours because we're actually getting people in to sit in our offices and chat about things. Okay. But yeah, it's just a case of juggling things. Do you
have any tips from that time management perspective?
Just do one thing at a time is probably the only thing I can say. I mean, I've got a massive, as you must do, a massive long list of to-dos and what you need to get done. Okay. I never ever get to the bottom of that list. It's just constantly adding to. So just pick one that you think is most important that day, get that one done, move on to the next one.
It sounds as though you're organized if you're using a list. That's something that I tend
That's because my memory's so bad that if I didn't have a list, I wouldn't remember what to do. So I have to have one.
Okay, cool. So Techers IT Solutions, just a little bit about the business. Sir, how long have you been in business? What size are you?
Yep, so we've been going since 2011. Started at the end of 2011 in the end of the recession. Yeah. We are now 14 members of staff, grown kind of organically, I guess, over the last 8-9 years. And started from a house, moved into, first kind of couple of smaller offices. And now we've hopefully got what I would like to call our forever home, which is, our bigger set of offices, which is up on Cams Hall Estate in Fareham. And the idea and the kind of the end goal for us is that double the size of the company. So we'll get to say like 30 staff, grow the company, fill the offices, and then just continue improving. We're still doing it anyway at the moment, but just basically get to that size and then just continue improving. So making sure we're being the most efficient with our services, with the way we're working with our customers, just to make sure that the whole kind of idea is that we've got, happy staff, happy customers, and it's all just kind of one big happy family is the idea really.
What's your timeline to doubling the size of the company?
I've never really had a timeline. It sounds really bad, and loads of the events we go to, I mean, DataCon as well. Lots of the whole thing is, what's your legacy? What's your get out plan? And you need to have your plan. We do have a business plan in place. We go kind of a 12 to 18 month business plan, but it's very much just kind of one step at a time. And a couple of years ago, we had our goal was to hit that £1 million turnover. Hit the £1 million turnover, which is awesome. And then you realise that it's the whole turnover is it vanity, profit insanity, that kind of thing. Okay. And so now we're kind of actually trying to focus. We've done the turnover, but now we really need to improve our profitability. So that's kind of the goal at the moment. And then we're going to obviously it changes as kind of the whole thing goes on, really.
Okay, so the solutions that you provide, I've got down here, you're an IT solution provider. Is there anything specific that you guys do compared to the competition?
No.
Okay, cool.
It's pretty much, in all essence, we're an MSP. We do all the MSP type things. We don't specifically do things like data cabling, web design, development, because those I feel require special kind of expertise in those kind of areas. Mm-hmm. But we do a lot in terms, the whole MSP, IT support obviously is kind of the core to our business.
Managed IT
and then all
services.
The services, exactly that, yeah. And then everything else that fits around that. So things like, cybersecurity, web hosting, email security, cloud VoIP kind of phone systems, migrations, virtual desktops, that whole kind of just anything that wraps around an IT solution that someone will need to operate their business from effectively.
Cool. Okay. So who's your ideal client then?
Ideal clients for us, probably about 50 members of staff. They're kind of growing. They're probably a professional services firm, so legal or financial. They're growing kind of up and out into the leaving the realm where they've got that friend or friend of the family or someone that does the IT for them and looking to go up to that next level.
Okay.
And they need to.
Do you work with any particular types of industries at all?
Not particularly. That's something our suppliers ask that a lot, but we don't. We've got people from, we do have lots of professional services, but we have travel agencies, financial companies. We're starting to work with a little bit with the NHS nowadays. A small amount of work with schools, so it's real kind of broad in terms of the customers that we deal with.
Cool. And
that's something we need to get better at. We do. I do know what something we're looking forward to is probably niching a little bit. So trying to kind of pick our niche a little bit more. But at the moment where we've been growing so much, it's one of those things. As you're growing an MSP, you always want to get to that stage where you can stop being picky with your customers. Mm-hmm. We're only really just getting to that stage now. Up until the point, you want to give me money? Yeah, cool. What can we do for you? So it's only really getting to the stage where we can really be choosy, and we've actually probably turned away 5-10 customers probably in the last year, and some of them we've got right up to the proposal stage, and we've gone into that final meeting with the with the directors or the owners or what have you, and we just haven't got the right feeling. They're asking questions about our fees and structures and how expensive things were. And one of the recent ones I remember was we actually turned around and said, look, if this quote is making you feel uncomfortable for the support, then you're going to hate us when we quote you for a server. So I think we should just walk our own separate ways. And we did, and assuming they found someone else to go to now. But we're just getting very a lot more aware at trying to catch those before they happen. Because previously, where we haven't done that, we've gone ahead with it. We've taken them on board. We've done all the onboarding work, and which is quite an investment in time. And then they'll start querying invoices, and every single month they'll query more invoices, and we'll do credits because we're not ones to really argue. Yeah, it's a massive headache. And in the end, with that particular customer, we said, look, you're phoning us up, you're having a go at us because things are broken. That's kind of what IT is. Like that's why we're here. That's why you work with us. So don't blame us. Say, please, can you help? This is broken, and we just let them go, and they found someone else. So it's okay. We're getting a lot quicker at kind of getting to that stage now.
Cool. So what's the biggest achievement you've had in the last year in your business then?
Biggest achievement? Oh, these are like school questions. Biggest achievement. For me, I think moving offices was a big achievement because it's a weird kind of how the whole kind of world works really. So I worked for a very large MSP, 8-9 years ago or so, which is about 130 members of staff. Mm-hmm. And weirdly, how it's come roundabout now is that the boss of my old IT company that I used to work for is now the landlord of the offices that we now occupy, and we're on the same estate. We're actually effectively next door to the old IT company I used to work with. So we're kind of, 10 years later, I'm kind of back where I was, but now I'm running my own business. That felt quite a big achievement. And my boss is the landlord, which is really weird, really, really weird. But funny how it comes around. Not sure.
Okay, cool. So you've got a video on your YouTube channel about your move, don't you? I saw that one.
Yes, I do. Yeah, and that's actually been really well received, and it's good to share with our customers as well, because they can basically see the process of literally, here is me in my living room from when we first started, and the whole process of how we grew, the offices that changed, and just the whole process of growing the business, really.
Okay, so on to the reason we're here today, and that is video. But the business of video, can you directly quantify the time that you've invested in producing these videos that have resulted in business?
No. No, you can't at all, which is really weird. And lots of the marketing side of things. For me, I can't quantify it because it's an ongoing, it's this whole kind of ROI versus like brand awareness and brand building. You can't really quantify kind of brand awareness and brand building. And customers have come to us, directly off the back of videos. We put out a few videos like we did one about the charity benefits you can get as a charity, all the free software and hardware discounts you can get. That's brought in some business. Mm-hmm. We've done a video reviewing a CCTV system. That did bring in some business. Okay. But then it's a combination of all the other video content we're putting out that it just engages people a lot more. So we're getting people coming back to us after a year of having originally quoted them and then going, oh no, you're too expensive, or the time's not right or something. Mm-hmm. And because we've been constantly out there putting out video content, they're continually learning about who we are and what we do and why we do it, that they then come back a year later. Okay. And it's really difficult to quantify it. And even on the new business inquiries we get, it's getting easier to deal with the customers because they know us already. They even know. Oh, sorry.
They've seen you in video already. They've kind of
exactly that.
Almost like a one-way relationship.
Very much so, which is really bizarre because you also go to networking events and they're like, oh, you're the video guy, and I know about you and your life and your cats and your family, and it's just, I know nothing about you. But it's good because it kind of does that, and that's the whole one of the reasons we started doing it. I don't know if you read a book called is it They Ask You Answer by Marcus Sheridan?
I haven't read that one yet.
It's a fantastic book. The whole idea of that book is that it's all about this inbound marketing. So you are putting content out there to answer the questions your customers are asking.
Okay.
So if you sit down and when you're talking to new prospects and they're asking you all the questions, how much do you cost, and do you have call out charges, or what your out of hours rates? Do you have out of hours? All of those kind of questions. You want to be answering all of those in publicly available content, whether that's blog posts or videos, podcasts, even things like pricing. So we've actually recently put pricing on our support page just to answer that question, so people aren't calling us up and saying, how much are your IT support, and then they'll go and disappear, and that'll be a wasted phone call.
That's always a big topic, isn't it, in the space? It's like,
it is. And I've literally, for 8 years we've not put pricing on a website, but nowadays we've got a single flat fee on our website. It's all there for everybody to see. We're not trying to screw anyone over. We're not trying to charge a customer more or less. It's literally the same fee regardless of who you are. And customers come to us and we just point to the website and say, here's our fee structure. Here's all our YouTube channel with all our videos. If you want to ask questions about this, there's more than likely a video. There's more than likely a blog post about it already. So They Ask You Answer. I think the whole premise is there's a guy that built a swimming pool company off the back of it. All they did was install swimming pools, but they built their entire marketing kind of campaigns around just putting out blog content of answering questions. Incredible book. It's been a massive change. Good recommendation for that.
So is that one of the main ways that you come up with content for your videos?
It is, yeah. It actually gets a lot easier to come up with content. I don't know if you found it. The more you do them, the easier it is to find the content. When I first started out, I had this whole idea of, let's do cybersecurity. So I think it was 18 cybersecurity videos or 17 or 18 videos lined up, antivirus, web filtering, email filtering, physical security, phishing, all those kind of topics. And let's just do one video on each. Let's keep it simple, one video on each. And I think I've got about halfway through. And then I got not bored, but I just found some other topics to kind of continue my what I was looking to do.
Okay.
Keeping those ones in my back pocket, so if I ever do run out of content, then I can revert to that list. And now I've got a notebook full of probably about 20 or 30 video ideas. So as soon as I need to do a video now, I just flick through my video ideas, pick one that I fancy doing that week, and I'll write a quick script, or not a script, but I'll put a few ideas down that I know I want to communicate. And then I don't use a teleprompter or a script or anything, but I'll literally kind of, if you watch my videos, there is a lot of cuts, but I'll literally sit there, read what I want to say, talk to the camera, say it, and then I'll be like, have I said what I wanted to say? Yep, okay, next bit, and then I'll just move on from there. So it's quite a fluid process. There's not really any planning that goes around it, apart from a few videos where I planned, if I want to do certain cuts or transitions or those kind of things. I'd love to spend a load more time doing it, but I just don't have the time or the patience.
So, I mean, as I mentioned, you're almost seem like Casey Neistat of the IT channel, because that's what I'm going to call you now, Pete. Okay, I don't know about nickname, but it's the quality of the videos as well. Like for just now, we're doing this live video in Zoom, and you've come here with your DSLR that's hooked up somehow to Zoom. Who knows how?
Magic.
From a tech setup, actually, though, what is your technical setup for the YouTube videos that you do?
So I have a link. I think it's like a kit.com link on lots of my YouTube videos for kit that we use, but you can get the very, very kind of same results with a lot of cheaper kit, but effectively it's a Sony, if we get really technical, a Sony A7 III camera DSLR body. We're using a Tamron 28 to 75 lens. Those are quite expensive. You can get away with like a Sony. We've got a Sony A6400, which is like a £500 camera instead, so it can bring the price down a lot. We've got a Godox SL60W softbox, which is this massive gigantic light with a big kind of sheet over the front to make the light kind of really soft, and that's effectively what gives the videos the look that we want. I've noticed in your videos there's quite a dark background usually in your videos, but so I actually walked into my office which had white backgrounds. We just painted the background. I think it's like matte grey or dark grey or something, just because it means you can get a lot more control over the light, because as soon as you have like white backgrounds like I do here at home, the light just bounces off it and it changes color. And I've got a blue light, it now makes the black background look blue. So it's just trying to control the lighting. And I literally walk in, I turn all the lights in the office off. I have one single light on shining at me, and that's it. And then I just have what's it called? It's a Rode VideoMic Pro, I think it is.
Okay.
The type that you'll normally see YouTubers have on top of their camera. So they'll be mounted to the camera. But I've taken it off, mounted it to a microphone stand, and it actually hangs just out of frame. I'm just looking at the camera there, just like kind of just literally there, just out of frame. All right. And then so that fixed the audio quality massively. If you watch my very first video and just listen to how echoey the audio was and how bad it was, and literally maybe 5 or 6 videos in, I'd figured that part out. So you can see a massive difference in quality on that as well. That's kind of affects it in terms of the equipment. I've added lots. I've got gimbals and software wise. So I'm using Adobe Premiere. That's pretty much it. But I only use that because I'm already paying for the Adobe suite. So I use Dreamweaver and Photoshop and Lightroom. We're using InDesign and things for our newsletters. So just Premiere, and lots of the YouTubers online like Casey Neistat and things, they're using Adobe Premiere. So if you want to learn to do anything, literally just go onto YouTube and say, how do I do this? I've just self-taught everything myself so far.
So this is maybe a personal question, but is that on a PC or a Mac?
Always on a Mac. Always on a Mac.
Okay.
I might try PCs soon. It's just I'm very into I've got an Apple Watch, an iPhone, an iPad, a MacBook Pro. I'm literally Mac.
The whole Mac PC thing is so funny. What I've found in the space is usually the business owners of IT companies are Mac guys, and the rest of the staff are all PC guys and girls. I don't know why that is, and they usually just.
I think it's because everyone, our engineers, in terms of our engineering team, everyone knows Windows because that's what they're supporting every day. Yeah. But a few of them do know Macs. We do have a few guys that are using Macs and prefer Macs. But again, likewise, we've got some guys that don't know Macs at all. So it's kind of the Windows is standard. We're all on Microsoft Surface Pros in the office, although we're starting to look at the Surface Laptop 3s. I've had quite a few, not complaints, but when the guys are out in the office, on site with customers, and the Surface Pros, when you're trying to balance, it's like the iPad, the clip-on keyboards. You're trying to balance them on your lap.
You can't have it on your lap. Yeah, it's terrible. The Surface laptops are awesome. That's what I use.
So we got an incredible deal on one over Christmas, which we're kind of looking at and testing at the moment. Probably a YouTube review coming up at some point.
Pick up the 2s fairly good because I think they're coming up with the 3s, or they've come out with the next generation. But
literally just come out, yeah.
It's pretty much the same as the Mac Air Boot, but it's running Windows. So that's
yeah. Oh, that's one of the things that drives me nuts is that the people that buy a Mac and then they'll put Windows on it. That's what that's one of my pet peeves.
I used that for 5 years, Pete. I formatted the hard drive so there was no OS X. This is going
just why?
Well, because at the time, Office on the Mac was, I can't say the 4-letter word here, but it just was not up to scratch, and I was supporting with Office 365, so I just couldn't do it. So
I think I had I wasn't boot camp, but I used VMware or Parallels or something for the first few years when I was running the company. But so we were on ConnectWise, and ConnectWise was the one and only app that you had to run on Windows. They've only just, in the last couple of years, brought it into a browser version. So now I'm just fully on the browser version, because previously you could get away with doing lots of things in the browser, but as soon as you want to go into like the setup tables or anything like that, you'd have to go into the full fat version. So I have to boot up my Windows VM, go into the full fat version, and then kind of shut it down, and it's just a faff. But now, thankfully, everything is on Mac based, and I just don't need a Windows machine anymore. It's great.
All right. We're going slightly off topic here. So I've got a couple more questions about video. So the workflow that you've got on your videos, how long does it actually take you to produce and publish that video? And do you get any help with that at all?
No help. We're looking to get some help. I've been toying with the idea of getting a videographer, like a full-time videographer, whether it's an apprenticeship, maybe something like that, just so we can try it before it becomes a full-time position. But in terms of the workflow, I'll literally go in on, say, a Saturday. So I'll go in tomorrow, and we will spend I will spend up to an hour, maybe 2 hours, depending on the video I'm shooting. Generally, I try and make sure that the room's already set up, so I literally can walk in and sit down and hit record. That's up to 2 hours, and that just depends on the video. I have tried a few with teleprompts recently, and that's really, really sped up the videos. I can literally be done in 15, 20 minutes because it's literally just reading off the teleprompt.
So you're
but you lose all the natural stuff on there. But yeah, so 1 to 2 hours recording, which is just literally recording. And then I pull the footage off the SD card and spend anywhere from 1 to probably at most 5 hours, 4 hours at very most. And then you upload it to YouTube, go to somewhere like rev.com, and rev.com will put the subtitles on for you. So you literally pay them $1 a minute. Within 24 hours, your video's got properly edited subtitles. And then I schedule that for Tuesday morning at 7:30. And that's pretty much it. And then obviously post it out to YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. Very, very important note with video is that if you're uploading to LinkedIn, to Facebook, any other kind of social media platform, you need to be manually and natively uploading the video. Don't just share your YouTube link because, and we've done loads of testing on this. If you share a YouTube video to LinkedIn, which is probably the biggest, network for us in terms of business to business, LinkedIn, the YouTube video can get, say, 10 to 60 views, possibly. If you natively upload that video, so if you literally go to LinkedIn, browse, upload the video itself, then that same video can get 5,000 views we've had in terms of the differences. So literally, 50 views to 5,000 just from taking that extra 5-10 minutes to just upload the video directly.
That's all because LinkedIn wants to keep the user.
They want to keep on the platform,
their app, and they don't want to.
Which is a pain in the backside because I'd just love to be able to share the videos and automate everything to post to all the channels, and then it's all out there. But that is painful because every Tuesday morning I'm having to wake up and sit there on my phone. We've tried a few vertical videos recently, but literally sit there, upload, post, okay, done, okay, upload. Facebook, at least Facebook have a scheduling tool, so you can upload the day before or a few days before and schedule it. But LinkedIn, no, you have to sit there at the time and upload it.
So what's your biggest lesson in doing, in doing these videos? What's the biggest thing that if someone was going to be starting doing video, maybe, their New Year's resolution would be, okay, I'm going to market my IT company using video. What's the one thing that you would sort of give them as advice?
So for us, equipment's not everything. We've invested in equipment over time to try and improve the quality and things, but that definitely don't think that you haven't got a £3,000 camera or something. You can't do video. You can do that off an iPhone. It's very, very easy. In terms of other lessons learned, it's just all about what the videos are about and the story, and it doesn't have to be IT technical related. Actually, lots of our better performing videos have been nothing to do with IT. It's been something that's gauged, caught the interest of another business owner, and that sparked a discussion about something. It doesn't have to be about your business. It can literally be about anything. The most, and I'm playing around with TikTok at the moment, and it's really annoying because I keep posting business videos on TikTok of how to grow your business and IT things, and they get like 200 views. I'll go and post a video about charging my Tesla, and it'll get like 25,000 views. It's like, which is great. But
so that's a big question, is like the audience that you're attempting to attract. So I'm assuming it's local business owners.
Exactly.
Would it be on a platform like TikTok?
Mainly because I'm just playing around with it at the moment.
Okay.
We're giving it a go, and lots of people, it's one of those kind of, you see a load of it online and things. It's one of the big up and coming platforms at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm literally only like 15 or 20 videos in on it. I'm really, really not sure what I'm doing at all. So don't follow me on there at the moment because I'm just playing around. But literally, it's one of these things that, what if it's the next YouTube? You might as well get on there soon, get a load of followers. It is great to have subscriptions, and I've had quite a few comments even on the YouTube channel of, oh, you're not a big channel. You've only got 500, 600 subscribers or whatever you are. But those 500 or 600 subscribers to me are hopefully mostly my key demographic, my target audience, my local kind of business owners. I don't care if lovely to have a channel of, a few million subscribers, of course, I could probably make some money off of it. But to put out content to people that are watching and regularly are watching my videos that are local business owners, and loads of our customers watch as well. We've had so many comments saying, I saw your video about this. Could you talk to me more about whatever it was you're talking about?
Okay. So you're using almost like existing customers are seeing content, and then that's opening the discussion. Actually, I've been it's solutions. Quite
bad sometimes because I'm probably more ahead in my videos where they are, they're just off the cuff, and I'm probably going to do a video about Windows Virtual Desktop coming up soon because that's like I said relatively new, the thing that's come out, and it's really good, and there's so much cool stuff that's going on with it. But we've yet to really have those proper discussions with our customers. We've not put it in our newsletter or blog post or anything else yet. But because it's so easy and quick for me to turn around a video, I'll turn around a video and then all our customers were going, well, you haven't told us about this. What's this all about?
It's brand
We've done
new.
that a few times. It is brand new, but we've done it quite a few times in, how we're, I don't know, we're changing the way we do things, or we're changing our support packages or something along those lines. And I'll put a video out. And then, that's one. So Office 365 backup. Your Office 365 is not backed up. And we communicated with all our customers. We've sent emails to them. We've done a blog post. We've put it in our printed monthly newsletter, which we send as well. And we did a video on it. And only until the video started happening did we start getting well, why haven't you told us about this?
Yeah.
We have, in like all of these other things that you've not paid attention to.
Okay.
And then the kicker was when we finally sent a quote to the customer, because we were like, no one's listening to us. Let's just send a quote. And then we send the quote and we get a load of kind of kickback of why isn't it backed up? You sold us a service. It's not backed up. It's like, yeah, we know. We've been telling you for the last year. So it's things like that where we're a bit keen on the video side of things and might just go a bit ahead of the business.
Okay. But it can
my
be,
fault.
but it's good for an educational piece where you maybe, okay, that makes a lot of sense. So, Pete, before we finish here, I asked you before we hit record, is there anything that, would make this a win for you? And you kind of said, no, there's nothing that would make this interview a win for me. But do you have anything for our audience here? Now, remember, our audience are mainly IT business owners around the USA and UK, Australia.
I think for me, the whole thing in terms of doing the video particularly work is don't expect anything. It's probably my biggest tip and piece of advice for anyone going to do the videos. I would love for you, of course, I guess my win is if you kind of follow me on YouTube or subscribe to our YouTube channel or what have you, and just see what we're doing. We're actually getting a load of feedback, and that's one of the unintended side effects of doing the YouTube videos, is that we've had loads of people have contacted me and are subscribed to the channel, and we've had letters through the post from other IT companies that have thanked me for doing the YouTube video channel. And I'm like, well, this is for customers. This isn't for IT companies.
Yeah.
They've been sending me thank you letters saying, thank you. It's really great to see a growing IT business. It's great to see your process and your progress and how you built the business. So that's kind of sparks another idea in terms of maybe we can do some other videos around that. But the whole thing is just don't expect anything. Don't go out and start videos thinking you'll put out a video and you'll start getting business. You just won't. My idea was I will start doing videos, and maybe 6 to 12 months time, I might start seeing something come back of it. I might start actually seeing business come from it. Yeah. We're probably 13 or 14 months in now, and we're getting bits of direct business. I can go, hey, that's because of a video. But like I was saying earlier, it's the brand awareness and the brand building. Yeah, everyone really knows who we are. We go to networking events. We get marketing companies come up to us and say, you're putting us to shame. The content you're putting out is better than the content we're putting out. It's like, awesome. That's great. I love that.
That's certainly the thing I've seen with video. It's it won't automatically generate leads, but it's that brand awareness. But it's more about actually the relationship that you start building up. While it's one-sided, it's almost like your secret weapon in your back pocket when you go to quote.
It is massively.
Yeah, because people, they kind of know you because they've seen you on a regular basis online. And that's the power of it, I've seen anyway. So Pete, thanks for being on the show. How can people follow you? Where's the best place for people to get in touch with you?
So you can connect with me on LinkedIn. Of course, that's where we're probably biggest. YouTube, was it youtube.com/TechAsIT Solutions? Cool. Or maybe Tech as IT. No, I'm pretty sure it's Tech as IT Solutions. I should know that by now. And website techasit.com. But yeah, just search for us. We'll pop up. There's plenty of videos out there.
Awesome, Pete. Great to have you on your show. Thanks
for having me.
Thanks for everyone for watching today. If you are looking to generate more qualified leads for your IT business, check out itrockstars.net. I'll see you next week's show. Bye.